Hi, my name is Weijia Yan, and I am currently a master's student at Information Networking Institute, studying information technology, information security, and I am involved with picoCTF. I am going to talk about picoCTF, and picoCTF is an education platform for free that targets towards middle school and high school students that teaches cybersecurity. I help with picoCTF outreach, and sometimes I volunteer for picoCTF. So picoCTF is online, the platform is online, and it is accessible for free for everybody to use. So everybody can go in their picoCTF.org today and they can play a CTF. So before I go into what picoCTF is, picoCTF events, I wanted to talk a little bit about what picoCTF, like what is a CTF? So CTF stands for Capture the Flag Competition, and it is not the sport in security world. It's very similar to the CTF game that you play in terms of football, but in computer security, it is a game that you play similar to Jeopardy, in that you solve challenges and you score points and you get on the leaderboard by scoring as many challenges as you can. It was actually portraits from the movies, and I thought hacking was really cool. And as I navigate through my career of cybersecurity, I found out that hacking is really cool, but with great power, it comes great responsibilities. And that is when comes a realization for me that you want to hack responsibly, and that is the term where ethical hacking comes into play. You want to hack, but you want to hack responsibly, but with you want to contribute good for the society, and that is one of my personal philosophies. For picoCTF, how you can get into picoCTF is that you can go on picoCTF.org, and from there you can start signing up for an account, and you can just go from there and play just challenges from there. And there are different categories of challenges. For example, if you just want to get a gist of what computer security is, you can try out general skills. General skills, we have forensics, trying to figure out like deleted images on computers and try to recover it. We have binary exploitation, reverse engineering, different categories. So you can solve each challenge. There are different challenges in each categories, and those are available for everybody to play all year long. But for picoCTF, we have a 2-week-long competition that's coming up in 2022, in March, I believe. So yeah, everybody's welcome to play. So all the challenges are in the gym for now, and you can play it anytime you want, and you just can. It's called Pico Gym, and but for the actual competition, it's actually limited by time. So you have 2 weeks to complete the picoCTF competition, but you can practice your skills in Pico Gym, like anytime. I got involved in picoCTF when I was in undergrad. I was obsessed with cybersecurity in undergrad, and picoCTF was the first CTF that I have played, and I just got really interested in it. And I later on in my career, in my studies, I just applied for CMU, and I found out that picoCTF is actually operated by CMU, and I just volunteered for picoCTF, and I just got involved from there. It's the community and the people in the field. I always feel so supported in this field. So I travel to conferences a lot, and just from there, people give all kinds of really positive feedbacks about general talks that I give. So I just genuinely feel really supported being like someone contributing to the field, and going forward I definitely see myself contributing back to the field, and this is definitely a field I can see myself be in for a long time. I think it's definitely overcoming the imposter syndrome, or feeling like you're not competent enough. So I always feel in CMU in general, you're surrounded by so many talented people who are like super talented and so humble at the same time. And sometimes I feel like, wow, they're so smart. Is it a mistake that I'm admitted by the university? But I think generally in CMU, it's just such a supportive community that you feel like people are like always supporting you. They're helping you with all kinds of things. So I definitely feel like I belong here. And after a while, initially I feel like there's a imposter syndrome going on because of how talented, how smart people are. But after a while, I feel really accepted and included in the community. So this is definitely something that I overcome and embraced by the community in CMU, and something that I overcame as an individual. Initially going into cybersecurity, I thought computer security is something that's like really hard to do. It's really complicated, and for someone like myself who is female, who is like not mostly represented for this industry, I feel like this might not be something for me initially. That's what I thought. But picoCTF changed my mind on how I view computer security. picoCTF builds challenges in the beginner level. So initially going in before picoCTF, I thought, oh, CTF is this thing that I will never be able to get into. Computer security is such a technical field that I don't see myself in. But after picoCTF, I feel like I'm capable. This is something that I can see myself doing, and this is something that can help me. This is something that put it this way, I was afraid of being in computer security before picoCTF. Number one is always try harder, because problems are designed for you to learn a security concept or multiple security concepts. So there might be hurdles that if you're playing CTFs you might run into, and as long as if you keep trying, and if you just keep trying and try harder always, you'll be able to solve the problem. And it is okay if you don't solve one problem. And number two, the tip number two I want to share is that Google is always your best friend. Nobody knows how computer security works when they're born, but through the navigation of Google, that they know how learning how security concepts work, how computer science concepts work, and Google is always your best friend. And number three is collaboration, and being involved in the community can help you move really forward. So how I first initially got into computer security is that I had a community with me, so we learned together and we ended up becoming really good friends. And I do think community plays a huge part into my career trajectory and how I got into computer security. For computer security, it is definitely a great field to get into. So as of now, in the US alone, there are 700,000 vacancy in job postings or in workforce deficiencies in terms of how many people that we need in this field. And in 2025, the gap is projected to grow to 3.5 million. So in that sense, in computer security, you will always have a job. So job security is definitely guaranteed. But also, what I wanted to stress is computer security is just a really awesome field to get into. People are super welcoming, supported in this community, and everybody will help you. So it is definitely a great field to consider to get into. And start from picoCTF. So my personal philosophy is that everybody can solve at least one security challenge. So my challenge for you is that go to picoCTF.org, create an account, and solve one challenge. And from there, if you wanted to get into maybe just test the waters of computer security, definitely a great first step to understand at least what computer security is and go from there.